painted my nails a few weeks ago, and I don't know how to feel about it. When you look at this on-screen image, even though there is no chrominance, you can still, from the image's luminance alone, discern the color that I impulsively coated my nails with, that is, the color black. Some people don't think that black is a color, but rather its absence, which is funny because other people say the same thing about the color white. I suppose it depends on whether you see the world in an additive or subtractive light. When I add paint to my nails, to some, I subtract my natural beauty. More people say the same thing about tattoos. I don't have any tattoos. I prefer to work with non-destructive mediums that don't encumber me with the guilt of commitment and permanence. All my life, my appearance has felt permanent. That is, of course, not true. Any individual's countenance is constantly in a state of change. But this change is natural, glacial, a rate of change that people are comfortable with. If one day you are yourself, and the next your nails are black, well, you are making an overt, conscious effort to display fluidity, and people generally want the world around them to be concrete, that is, anodyne. My mom likes to tell her psychology students a story about how I used to enjoy carrying dolls around with me when I was younger. That was until I began to care what other people thought and quickly learned to conform to the script that domineers over us all and whose violation, even the most inoffensive and minute form thereof, causes a disproportionate degree of disquiet among people who find shelter within the dogma that defines gender roles. I, admittedly, am one of those people. I am a repentant milquetoast experimentalist too conservative to actually put some skin in the game. Indeed, the petty statement I made a few weeks ago, when I briefly put black paint on my nails, decayed a while ago. What you see here is a recent reapplication. It probably would have been thematically prudent to have documented its natural erosion, but I didn't, because that didn't actually happen. Well, I did for a few days. That was until I fervently scratched away at the artificial strata atop my nails and reverted back to normalcy in the frame of half an hour. It felt kind of cathartic, too, like releasing an encumbering, looming specter of taciturn judgment that I, admittedly, partially invented. Often, I wish I were an invisible phantasm that could float from room to room without the burden of figuring out where to park my eyes as I engage with another, and without the performative expectation to paper over the possibility of an uncomfortable lull with specious badinage. Indeed, I do not want people to call attention to me almost ever, especially for something potentially contentious regarding my appearance. It is assuredly absurd to fixate on something as inconsequential as the color of one's nails. Indeed, no one actually cares about these kinds of minute details regarding another's appearance, you may think. But they do. And even if they don't, I deeply care about the possibility that they do. And I always have.